Um, so what about, under what circumstances would you take on pro bono work or even spec work?
Well, first off, no spec work. I think spec work, as the AIGA I think says, shouldn't be in the design field. I think, ad agencies do it sometimes because their budgets are so much bigger. It's kind of a gamble worth taking. But for design, it's kind of ridiculous, and you don't know enough to really design. So no spec work from Visual Dialogue. Pro bono is a different thing. I think there's two kinds of pro bono work. There's work that kind of you do for free that can lead to other work, hopefully. I'll show some examples of that. And work you just do because it's the right thing to do for organizations you believe in. So I'll show kind of an example of either one. This is the first category. So Chucklehead is, for any of you old-time people in the crowd, it was kind of like this fun party band from Boston way back when I first moved to Boston. This was my first CD cover ever, and they supplied the photo of the dog. So what could you do? But it's one of these cases where it's a friend, friend I went to school with, went to University of Michigan with. Her boyfriend was the lead singer in the band, and they wanted a CD cover, CD design. I've never done it, but great. Do it for free. The second one, here's a Kent Dayton photo of Fuzz, was their second one, I think also for free.
Looks like the Barbara Lynch.
And then this one, Soon, was a Cynthia von Bueller production where it was both unsigned bands and illustrators contributing to this, and the proceeds are going to AIDS Action Committee. And Clif followed up this one with much more elaborate ones for Anon and Nye, which were much more lush productions. But this was the first one, another pro bono thing.
Anon and Nye mean soon.
Oh, yep. Anon and Nye mean soon. Sorry, they know. But check those ones out too. And then this was a Polly Becker illustration for, I think, pretty much free, for a local band called Division Street. Her illustration was much cooler than the band, but whatever. And then some paying ones. So this is for Rounder Records. This is for MB Records. Another one for MB. This is Rounder Records. This is a ripoff of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Oh Sister. And these are for Smithsonian Folkways, which I've done, I think, somewhere between 150 and 200 CDs over the years for them. Lots of stuff. Now it's, that's one of my favorites. These people couldn't be photographed, so you put the strip over them. Kind of a lot of like folk and world music. Tried to go back to they have a tradition of really kind of simple, strong photography, straightforward typography. This is back to Rounder, but with the Folkways ones, tried to kind of go back to this design tradition they had. This is one of the more recent ones, a 6 CD set. But it's interesting how this whole pro bono thing led to these lots of real projects. And then most recently, this was a site for Smithsonian Folkways. So, I've been working for them for, I don't know, 15, 16 years. And my client one day called me and said, "You guys ever do websites?" And I'm like, as a matter of fact, we do. And so this was the website for a great image. It's kids singing their own music. So this is updated all the time by them, and if you click Folkways magazine here, this is something that connects to their email that they send out, and so it's we did this one too, but it's covers down there, but it's a Robert Frank photo, but it's kind of interesting just to see how that progression happens from doing the first few free CDs to all these real ones. So back to that. But then So that's just that one. And there's like videos that play. It's a pretty cool site. It's all, we kind of gave them the system so they could do it in-house. But then this is another example of work, not going to get any work from this, but it's work that you believe in. So I'm on the board for the Blackstone Community Center in the South End. My daughter's actually on the swim team. And I worked with James Krause on the logo here. But it's, there's 46 different VCOIFs. These places don't have any money. They hardly have money to like paint. It's crazy how underfunded they are. But it's an amazing safety net for the kids of Boston. They go there after school. There's all kinds of programs, tutoring. It's an amazing place. And so we developed this system as a kind of open source system that then we could turn over to all the BCUIFs. And they could all have the website that would be easy for them to update. It's a super easy CMS, calendar system, all those main things you need that we designed and developed, and then basically it hasn't happened yet, but the idea is that then the other community centers can just plop in their logo and edit the text how they want, and it's good to go. So this is kind of your other version of pro bono. It has some things like effective question mark through question mark, but those things happen. But it's so that kind of pro bono too, where it's like just things that you kind of believe in, and it's kind of a great thing for our daughter, and then all these kids in the neighborhood.